how can we take more of our profits and put them into the resources and make a better software for our customers? So much so that we give you all of our education for free. We give you a free training on Monday, on Tuesday, on Wednesday, on Thursday, 4 trainings a week, absolutely free. We create home study courses. We give them to you for free. In fact, you don't even need to be a Groovefunnels member to use it. You can get the free training at groovedigitalacademy.com for free, because we realize if we can make you a better marketer, you're going to want to continue to use our software. I'm not looking to charge you for the software. David Cavanagh will tell you, you want to come on the Marketer's Cruise, you pay Carnival's rates, $1,300. You come away for 8 days, all of your meals included. We don't even mark it up. You want to go on the ClickFunnels Cruise? Become a 2 Comma Club member, write a check for 25 grand, and you too can play with the big boys. And you know who's in your mastermind?
Let's do it.
That's right. Let's be a little rough on them, but I need to get you to understand that we have your back. My friend Matt Serralta is the architect of Groove Cart. He developed that software before I met him. He's a partner in this company. My other partner is Matt Naus. He was the guy that we hired at my previous company, Kartra, to develop Kartra pages. And when I asked him to come form a company with me, he brought Finn, who replaced him as at Kartra. And the two of them said, Mike, we don't want to use this technology that we licensed to Kartra. We want to create something the world has never seen before, and I'm excited to show it to you. We revolutionized the page builder with what we're doing. So 3 out of our 4 partners are software guys. The 4th partner, John Cornetta, he's just a guy that knows how to run Shopify stores that do $300,000 a month. He's a media buying genius, so much so that he actually creates courses inside of Groove Digital Academy on media buying, and we don't sell it to you. We give it to you for free, because if you're successful, we're a technology company that wants to help you with your marketing. Does that all make sense, guys? Are you excited for me to show you the software at this point? Does this all make sense? Do me a favor, put a number in the chat if all that is starting to make sense. I'm going to find this this chat room right here. Let me click on chat. Right here, more.
Sorry, I conked out before, Mike. I had a blackout here in Thailand. I've just rejoined you, so I hope everything went all right.
Oh, okay. Yeah, everybody's really on board. They're really getting this. Now, folks, I understand, we're an hour into this, into this, but my job, if I told you before, I'm going to make a big, bold claim that I want you to think I'm crazy. My job is for you to slowly start saying, okay, if you remember the movie Django Unchained, at this point, you should be Leonardo DiCaprio going, okay, you had my curiosity. Now you have my attention. Now that I have your attention, I'm going to do the demo. And when this is done, I want you not only to buy into this platform to use for yourself, I want you to become evangelical, to say, I want to help get the word out, giving away a free platform to people, get a 2-tier downline, and let this guy get on and convince people why we are the platform and why we're the people to do it. So remember I showed you over here? Look at this. When I said I wanted 2 additional UI experts, 2 more people onto GrooveCell, a person for GrooveBlog, GrooveDesk, 3 people for Groove Webinars, 1 person for Groove Survey, 1 person for Groove Calendar, 2 people for the software development kit, and 2 additional people to put onto GrooveMail. That's on top of the 30 developers that we already had. Okay, we have a let me actually just download this so I can open that up in a minute. We have a design team over here. If I type in design, okay, if you look, we have 14 people in just the design team. When I click on gallery here, all you're seeing is our team talking about the different templates that I'm going to show you, constantly putting out new templates every single week. Every Friday, we put out 10 templates, not just funnels, but also full websites. So here's something you want to write down. There are 4 things that you need in your business, ladies and jelly beans. 4 things that you need in your business when it comes to a web presence. Ready? Number 1, you need to be able to do funnels. We know they work. Okay? Russell Brunson didn't invent funnels, but let's give him credit. He definitely made everybody realize that they are what is needed in your business. He got us to move away from the idea of the shopping cart first and go to the funnel. All credit to him. We did our product launch tree me and Onyx Singal in 2009. It was the first product on funnels. Many of the stuff that you learn in ClickFunnels in their training actually came out of that Launch Tree product. In some cases, almost verbatim. It's the playbook. Launch Tree should have been called Launch Funnel, but my partner Onyx and I thought that having a tree, branches, be a better idea. We wanted to do what I did for Butterfly Marketing and rebrand Viral Marketing. And Launch Tree didn't stick around, Funnels did. So we would have been better calling that Launch Funnels. Okay, so with that said, let me show you what it's going to cost you. As I said here, let's open this image up here. Okay. Now, this image that you're seeing on my screen, this is what it costs you to run a business the way that, with all the tools that we give you. So ClickFunnels, we told you it's $99 a month, but if you want their education, because we've got to be apples to apple, we give you free education. So our education and their platform, we're a better product as is. You have to pay them $3,500 per year. That's $299 a month. I don't think you really realize how much it costs you to actually run your business. It's $299. Am I still sharing my screen, folks? David? Yes, I am. Great.
Yes, you are.
Okay.
Mike, just in case I cark out because of the blackout here, do you want me to make you a full host just in case?
I think I'm okay. I think I'm okay with what I have. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
I was just making sure
unless
that
you think it's going to end the webinar.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll leave it as it is. Okay.
Okay. So GrooveSell and Groove Affiliate. These three products right here are absolutely free. You don't even need a credit card. But if you want to get something like GrooveSell, you need SamCart. It's $2,300 a year. You want to have an affiliate program, you need something like Tap Affiliate, $1,788 a year. You want to do everything that GrooveMail can do? Well, that's something like Infusionsoft, which is very expensive. So if you need just something like GrooveMail, you got to get ActiveCampaign. These are all fantastic companies. They do one thing very, very well. That's $2,700 a year. You want to have a membership platform? Well, you would need Kajabi. That's $1,900 a year. For what Groove Video does, we do a lot more, but Vimeo would be $240 a year. We have GrooveCart. So remember, some of you probably typing in there, Mike, you said the four things, right? So number one is funnels. You need 4 web presence. You need to be able to do funnels. Number 2, you need a website. So ClickFunnels doesn't do full websites with full navigation. You want a brand site, they even tell you they use WordPress, okay? If anybody knows anything about WordPress, I've done a great job convincing you that I'm really good at tech. WordPress is hard. Like, WordPress is not, you go to Theme Forest, you see this gorgeous theme. You're like, I want that. And then all of a sudden you get this abstract thing. You're like, how do I even get that slider to change? Put a 1 in the chat if that's you, right? If you're like me, that WordPress sounds great, but you got to get a PhD in plugins to make WordPress work. All right. So right now you need ClickFunnels for your landing pages, or WordPress, or what I'd probably recommend, Wix and Squarespace. So now you got a brand website, you do your funnels. Next thing is you need to do e-commerce, right? You need to have merchandise and maybe supplements, things that, protein powders and things. There's all different things that you can do in e-commerce to sell to your tribe. Okay, so right now you have to get Shopify. So you got ClickFunnels, Wix, or Squarespace, and Shopify. And even if you use Wix and Squarespace because you didn't want to use WordPress, well, guess what? You need a blog. You need a blog. And that means you need another product. You could need WordPress, Squarespace, Shopify, and ClickFunnels just to have your presence. We do all 4 of those things for you. So next, as we said, Shopify, we have GrooveCart. GoToWebinar, we have Groove Webinars Live. EverWebinar, we have the automated. StreamYard, we have Groove Webinar Streaming. There's Zendesk, which is going to cost you about $29 per person. Just a couple of people on your desk, it's going to cost you about $600 a year. Calendly, a professional subscription to that. We have Groove Calendar, that's going to save you $150 a year. If you want to do surveys and quizzes the way we're going to do it, it's going to cost you about $800 a year with something called Response Suite. Great software, by the way. And if you want to have that little thing that says Jim from Arizona just signed up 30 minutes ago, you got to use something called Provely, UseProof, or FOMO. That's $170 a year minimum. Some of those things are about $99 a month. So if you add all this up, you're paying $17,000 per year. If we take that number, 17,506, you divide that by 12, folks, you're paying $1,400 each month, each and every single month to run your business. If you have a dream to be an internet marketer and if I'm not going to do it today, I'm going to do it in the future, be prepared to spend $1,400 a month. And why shouldn't you? Doesn't the pizza maker have to have a store and employees, and he has to buy the products, and he has to pay rent, and he has to buy the machines and the ovens, right? It's the cost of doing business. To be able to run an entire online business for $1,400 a month, I don't think that should sound crazy. But when you start seeing $1,700 a year, that should be alarming. What if I was to tell you for one price, I'm going to talk about that in just a minute after I demo the software, you would be able to get this product today for $1,397. One time, get everything here. I'm going to tell you why we're doing that and why that's ending in about a week. The prices are changing, and we're going to $299 a month. And let me tell you, if ClickFunnels alone is $299 a month, and then you need a SAM card, all these different things, and figure out Zapier and get a PhD in duct tape, wouldn't Groovefunnels, all of these products, be a steal at $299 a month? Of course it will. That's what it's going to be in a couple of weeks. It'll be $299 a month. We're going to a full subscription model. We're getting to the point where we've done all of the fundraising. It's made us more money than we could even put back into the software. And at this time, we're going to $299 a month very, very soon. So today, while you're on this webinar, you'll have the opportunity to get it for one payment of $13.97, or pay nothing today, and then after 14 days, just pay 3 payments of $497. We even have a 6-part payment plan where you can do 6 payments of $288, and a 12-part payment plan of 12 payments of $188. We're going to get to that in a minute. Let's now move on to putting our money where our mouth is, and let's showcase the feature product here, and that's Groove Pages. So I'm going to put my full attention here onto the screen in front of me.
I'm excited, Mike. I'm excited.
Thanks, David. So what you're seeing right here is I do a ton of demos. Now look at this. Groovefunnels, our own website was built with our platform. Let me show you when we click on new site here, okay, the different templates that we have here for you. So I'm just going to start clicking preview on some of these so that they could start opening, just so that you could see them. And it's going to just give me just a minute to, I probably should have had some of these open before we started here, but let's, did I just do this one? I think I did. I might have just opened the same one twice. Some of these are so new, I haven't even seen them. I'll click just a few more. This one we use over at our company called grooveads.com. We use that template right there. If this looks familiar, if you like the template that we use for Groove Pages and Groovesell, well, there you go. We built our site using this template right here. Let's take a look at, oops, I hit select. Well, we're done looking at the preview. So I'm going to now have to actually show you in the builder. So here's one, here's another template right here as well. Here's another template as well. These are absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous templates that we have here. I was going to show you a few more of them, right? But you get the picture. They're templates. This is to do a live event, etc. We put out 10 templates per week, all different types. We do them for real estate. We do them for SaaS companies. We do them for e-commerce. So here's what I'm not going to do today. I'm going to do a demo for about 25 minutes on Groove Pages. And what I want to focus on, with your permission, I'm not going to focus on these types of things here that we can drag, that we can drag and drop a button and place it anywhere we want on the canvas, that we can drag text and move it, right? I think you expect that we bring certain things to the table, right? I can type right in here onto the editor and type hello world, and without the W there, et cetera, right? I can take the font sizes here. I'm trying to find my mouse. I've lost it. Oh, it's in the other window here. Bear with me, folks. I lost my mouse. I can take my text size here, and I can adjust my font sizes just by hitting the slider. I could change the color, very, very simple. Not that I would want it like that. I'd probably want to leave it at white, et cetera, et cetera. So with your permission, I think for us to be a page builder, we need to bring certain things to the table that you would expect a page builder to do. So I'm not going to demo all of those things that you expect it to do. What I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about what makes us different and why it matters, and the stuff that's going to make you go, wow, now you really got me. So the first thing, let's talk about brand navigation websites. Okay, when you build your own website, like ClickFunnels is only to build sequential pages, a landing page to an upsell page to a downsell page to a thank you page. What we do is we build websites like where you can have your actual brand for a nail salon, real estate, a dentist, Bitcoin, you name it. And we also allow you to do your funnel. So you don't need Wix, Squarespace. So here you go. You see we have full navigation. Now my team puts in some dummy navigation in here for you so that you can understand that this is a navigation bar. But let's get rid of the dummy navigation. So I'm going to click on number of external links I want up here, external, and I'm going to change that to 0. And now the only thing that we have is the home page. Okay, and that's this particular page right here. So let's build out a site very, very quickly. I'm just going to use maybe some of the other templates here that you didn't see, and let's grab this this e-commerce template here for supplements. So we're going to select that. I'm going to let that load so that you could see how gorgeous these templates are in here. I'm going to show you how you can change images and all that different type of stuff in a minute. But let's rename this page the About Us page. Okay. Let's add another page. And we're going to choose a page here from the templates. Let's go to the bottom. Let's choose this one here. This looks like it's made for children's toys or a school or something like that. So let's just rename this page Media. Hard to type and talk at the same time. I'll move a little bit quicker now. Let's grab another template out here. I'll go to the bottom, some of the ones you didn't see. Look at this one. I think this is called the candidate template. Look at this. This we used Tom Beal, who's one of our trainers here in the company. This looks like it's made to be for a presidential or a campaign. All right, definitely it's the last you're going to hear me talk about politics on this call. So let's rename this, just for the sake of argument, the videos or contact. Let's call that contact us, right? And I'm just making up names to show you the navigation. Let's create one more page here. Let's see another template down here. E-commerce physical product. Here's another one, brand new. These must have just come out. I haven't seen some of these. These are very, very nice. So let's call this one videos. So we're just going to click rename. We'll call this videos. And I'm going to add 2 more pages real quick because I want to prove a point here. I'm going to call this one free report. So let's take, again, I want to show you one that you didn't see yet. This one looks nice. All right. And we're going to call page 6 here. We're just going to rename that free report. All right. And last page, we're going to call a thank you page. So let's create one last page. I'll just grab this upsell page here. Yeah, let's see. We actually have a thank you page. Let's use that. Okay. So we have a thank you page, and we're going to rename that thank you. Now, I just created a mistake. When I go back to my home page, right, and I click on my, my home page here, you're going to notice, I put that thanks you, that I have all of these pages now inside of my navigation over here, okay? The only thing is my free report and my thank you page should be hidden pages. I don't want people to see them. So I've got this hidden pages section right here. I'm just going to dump these products over here. So we're going to put the free report here and watch what happens in the menu. You can see that disappear. We just lost it here. Let's get rid of this thank you page and put that as a hidden page here. Now look at that. We have our navigation. The only thing is the videos and the media, all this different stuff. I want the contact us to be the second link. So I'm going to move the contact us page over here. Now look at the menu. When I drop this, the contact us page went right here like this. Now the about us page, well, I really want to move the media as a drop down underneath the about us. So I just drag it over just like that. And let's put the videos there as well, just like that. And just like that, I've created a drop down menu for those different products. Very, very simple way that you could actually create a full website with full navigation. Let's move on and talk about the next thing that we do that's really incredible. So not only do we create websites, but we're going to create your websites where they have 5 pages in the website. You'll not just get the front page, you'll get the about us page, the contact us page. You'll have an entire site with all the pages built in. Not only are we creating your funnels for you, but we're going to create a theme of the funnels. You're going to basically get all of the funnels that, so when you get the landing page, the upsell page, they're all going to look the same. Unlike ClickFunnels, they actually don't do that. Only the people in the marketplace do that. You have to pay extra for that. Next thing is we have these blocks, okay? And this is something that ClickFunnels doesn't have. That means that we have all of these designer blocks right here. So for instance, if I wanted to get a cover, I can just go over here to the covers, and I could just drag a block in just like this, and I have a cover. Now I'm going to delete that because we don't need that right here. But let's take a look at some of the different things that you actually have as blocks. You have pre-designed sign-up forms, all these different things, but we also have something which is my personal favorite. It's the wireframes. And the wireframes mean get all the colors and the orange buttons out. Just give me something that I don't have to take back to base colors and then redesign it. You basically just want to be able to do something. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build a new page very, very quickly using a wireframe. So I'm going to start with a blank canvas just to show this. So we're going to go on the blocks here. I'm going to go to wireframes. Let's start with an alert bar. And I'm just going to drag that over here just like this. Okay. Let's start with a cover. We'll just drag this in over here. Well, every site needs a footer, right? So we're going to drag a footer over to the bottom, very, very bottom here. We'll drop that in right there. We're going to need a feature section. So let's add some content. Is there features? Features. Let's put that right here like this. Let's add a nice little download box here. I'm just going to start dragging things in here. Do we have a navigation bar? Let's add one of those right up to the top up here. Okay, underneath the alert bar. Okay, you're going to see it actually starts bringing the navigation automatically for us. For whatever reason, let's we can do progress bars, sign up forms. Let's add a testimonial right here. We call this a hero testimonial. We're going to drop that in right there, and now we have a hero testimonial. You see, I dropped that in the wrong spot, so I can just drag that down, just whoops, like this. And we swap the position, and let's add 2 more little blocks over here, just so that you get the idea. We're going to add another testimonial. We're going to call this the 3 people testimonial. We'll drop that right here. We're going to add, check this out. You want to add the pricing table, right? So how many do you need? 3 or 4? Let's do a nice 3-way pricing table. You're just going to drag this right in here, just like that. Now you've got your pricing table. And again, these are wireframes, so they don't have all the colors. If you wanted them pre-designed, you go into the other blocks. And we need to add a checkout section, a checkout form. So Digital Marketer told us that we want to have the checkout form to the right and our bullet points to the left. So we usually want that right underneath the pricing section here. And now I can click on here. I can embed my pricing from group pages. I can type right here, talk about my product, add more bullet points, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And just like that, I built a page in seconds. And now if I wanted to start changing, the background colors, well, what would you do? You click on the background and you change the background to dark blue. And then we would have to start changing our text to white so that it would look better. Or you might just want to hit the undo button, and I might want to change the background color to an image. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the background here. I'm going to choose an image, and I'm going to type in something like mountain. All right, and let's see what comes up with the mountains here. We're going to take this nice, let's do this one here. This looks nice. We'll just choose that. Royalty-free images are all included. Nothing special, okay? You expect this in your builder today, but it's very important so you don't have to go searching for the images. I'm gonna hit select, and just like this, you're wondering, why did my background image not come in? Well, I had a color there before, so let's get rid of the color. Now, the only thing is, it's very hard to read the text. So what I can do is I can make this background like a blue, and again, we're gonna lose the background, so I just slide this transparency over here, and check this out. Just like that, I'm creating one of those gorgeous backgrounds that you're like, oh, I always wondered how to do something like that. Now we could start making our text white. Obviously, I don't want to spend all the time doing this, but you understand when we start doing this, this is how we can start making this page really pop. The next thing I want to show you here is that I can add parallax to this background. I click on the background and right here, and I click on the parallax button. Let's center that image there like that. Click the parallax button. And when I hit the save button and I click on preview, you're going to notice that I have the background here is parallax because I clicked the parallax button. So you can get that beautiful effect. All right, so these are things that are very, very easy to use, do with our software. If you also notice the way our software here is designed, we have what we call the left side here, and that's where everything is done for you, pre-designed. And then when you want to customize something, you have a very simple palette, your text, your background, if you want to add borders, spacing, center, all that different type of stuff. A couple of other things I want to show you is if you wanted to change your button, well, what would you do? You go to the background, and the Belcher button is one of the highest converting buttons by Perry Belcher. He told us that our buttons should be yellow, like this, like Amazon, and that our text should be dark blue or black. So if I make this, let's just make it black, just like that, I have my button. And now in the configuration section up here, that's where you say, where does the button link to? What should it say? Buy now, let's say, get started today, right? Let's make that a capital G. And just like that, I could link this to another page in the site. Let's link that to the About Us page, just like that. And we have a button like that. Now, the only thing is you want that button to be rounded. So what do? You go to the borders, because Steve Jobs would absolutely hate this square border. Steve Jobs would say, leave that to Microsoft. Make that border a little rounded, just like that. All right, well, just like that, we've rounded the borders and we've made Steve happy. Now you want that pill, you go to the background again, the border, sorry, and you move this thing all the way over to the right, and now we've just created a pill. And one other thing here, when you hover over this, you're noticing nothing's happening. Let's create that hover effect. So I'm gonna click on the button, I'm gonna click on hover, and now I'm just gonna reverse it. When, you know what, I'm actually just gonna make it a darker yellow. Let me just make sure I'm here. We're going to go here, and we're going to make this a slightly darker yellow on hover. And now you'll notice I've just added a hover effect, just like that. We have all types of training, but basically, folks, you start getting good at this, and it's absolutely a total pleasure to use this platform. Now, if you notice, I just spent some time designing this button. Is there another button on this page? Yes, there is. Now, if you know what I'm talking about, you have to go and you have to design this button, this button, this button. What if I simply take this button and I say, I'm going to create a global style for this, and I'm going to create a new style. I'm going to call it Belcher button. Let's just BB so I don't have to type it. I've created a new button called the Belcher button, and I keep losing my mouse. There we go. We save that, and now I have a global style called Belcher button, and that means when I find other buttons here on the page, I can just go to those buttons like this, or like this right here, and just click on global styles and click on Belcher button. And just like that, it automatically restyles that button for me, just like that. Okay, so some other things that we have as well, folks. Obviously, you can do pop-ups. They're very easy. You create your pop-ups, and now you just design them, how they work. I'm not going to do that because, again, it's easy, but I think you get it. Let me show you some other cool things here. We're going to go back to the home page here. We have really nice elements here, things like a progress bar. If I just drag over, let's see, where is that progress bar? Right here. I could drag a progress bar anywhere onto the canvas, just like this here. Okay, and now I just go to here and I configure it. Let's say I want it to be at 25%. Well, then I just change the text and the progress bar to 25%, and just like that. If I wanted this to be at 75, I would make that say 75. And we have to change the text as well. And if I want this color here, I just go to the design, I change the background. I want that more to be like a red. So I would choose red, and I'm done. Very, very simple. We have countdown timers. Of course, we have all of those different things designed for you. You just go into the elements, and you want to do different layouts and H1 tags. These are things that even ClickFunnels doesn't do. Having all of these tags are designed for SEO, and that's why our pages just completely outshine anything out there. You want to drag a video on, you just drag it right into the placeholder. All of these different things out there. Check this out. Let's get rid of that video. Let me add an iPhone, right? So I'm just going to drag an iPhone in here. I would go and center that. I'm just not going to do that right now because I just want to move quicker. Let's just go in there and add a picture in there, and let's add this this car right here. I'm not good with sports cars, so I'm not sure which one that is. And just like that, look at that. We could have done in our elements. We have where are they? We have tablets, vertical, horizontal, iPhones, Apple Watches, browsers, laptop, desktops, all that stuff you can pull in. You could bring in something like a map, like a Google map here. And then you simply click on that. Where do you go? Configure. You type in the location, and we just type in one infinite loop. I believe that's Apple. And we just click update, and just like that, you know, you can put the full zip code, and I'll probably have to put in Cupertino, California. And then I can, you know, there we go, one infinite loop, and, you know, for your contact and address and all that different type of stuff. So let me show you another really cool thing that's really important. A lot of software platforms have this up here where it's basically just your preview. And all you're doing is you're just, oops, we'll try to get rid of that menu there. It's being a little bit of a pain in the neck. Bear with me just a second, folks. I want to. This is a bug that I thought that we fixed. So it makes a burger menu when the device gets small. And I need to really show what I want to show you, I need to be able to collapse that. Oh, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to hit save. Let me show you another really cool thing. If you notice, when I go to my revisions here, it's automatically saving everything for me. And you'll also notice over here, I can export the site. So you don't have to be, you know, we give you free hosting, free SSL, but if you wanted to back up your sites, we actually let you download the HTML files. The other guys don't let you do that. I'm just going to refresh this this builder just for a minute, just to see if I can get that little bug to go away.
Hey, Mike, can I be rude for 1 second, Mike?
Yes.
Folks, put a number 1 in the chat box. If you agree with me, you can use this to build your pages to sell your mobile business cards that we're actually doing in the course. Because, Mike, we actually design mobile business cards, mobile business apps. So we can use your platform to do
Nice.
all the sales pages for the current stuff we're doing.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Cool.
And yeah, clients love this. This makes a great agency. So yeah, so my little burger menu broke before I fixed it. So now we can see. So here's what I want to show you. David, you're aware of like things like ClickFunnels, lead pages, all those different things. They basically say hide on mobile.
Sure.
Hide on desktop. So you basically have to create a block for mobile and a block for desktop and say hide. And like, so basically what they have is just what you're seeing up here is this preview, right? But if you'll notice, watch what happens here. I wouldn't do this, but I'm doing this for a point. Let's say I only have this here, say like, you know, we are the world, right? And I want that to look massive, right? So I'm doing something like this here. Okay, that looks massive. I'm going to go like this just to create like a ridiculous point. I would never make something that big, but that's how I want it to look on a desktop. So let's see how that looks on a mobile. Oh, well, that's absolutely ridiculous. We can't have that. So let's move it back to a mobile, and that looks better for a mobile. Now let's go back to the desktop, and now what are we doing? We're fighting. We're fighting how it's going to look on mobile. We haven't even spoken about the other ones. So now I'm going to go to the extremes to prove a point here. So watch this. When I go to mobile, I'm designing for everything is highlighted. If I make a change here, it's changed on all devices. So what I do is I double click. This is so intuitive. I just double click. Oh, I'm not designing for the other devices anymore. I can now make this the size that I'd want it for a mobile, probably like this. But for this, I'm going to make it extremely small because I want to prove a point here, folks. All right. So how do I want this to look on a vertical tablet? Well, you see, this is the only one being designed, so I can now make it a little bit bigger. How do I want it to look for a horizontal tablet? Let's leave it like this. How do I want it to look? Well, make it a little bigger. How do I want it to look? And if you notice, I got it centered here. It's centered here. It's centered here. But that's because there's no guy over here. But the guy is going to show up here as soon as we go to this tablet here, the laptop, the guy shows up. So now, we automatically got to move everything to the left. So I want to left justify this. I don't want this centered anymore. I want this left justified. It's centered when I'm here. So let's make this font a little bit bigger, like that. And then for the big one, let's just make it ridiculous, just so I can prove a point. Now, watch what happens here. I simply go and I click on preview, and we have this big, ridiculous size font here. Watch what happens when we start shrinking it, how it automatically recognizes we're going to go from desktop to laptop right about now. And look at that. That's what we designed it to look like on a laptop. Now we're going to go to a horizontal tablet. This image is going to disappear. This is going to go centered up here, and the font's going to get a little bit smaller. Bink. Now we're going to go to a vertical tablet. Bink. And now we're going to go to the mobile devices. It's going to get really tiny. Boink. Now, again, I wouldn't design them like that. I did that so that you could see. Okay? So that means that you can design your page the way you want it to look. And then when you're done, you could go in and say, I want to now design this page for how it's going to look on a mobile device. You know what? This needs to be centered on a mobile device. And you can actually design your device for different devices. Where did we come up with this? This is an initiative that came out from Google. So folks, if you're on Skype, this is where you want to pay attention. We're about to wrap up some of the stuff here with group pages. I want to show you something that you can Google. Go to mobile first indexing. Mobile first indexing. The very first thing that comes up is not an article, it's not a blog, it's Google, developers.google.com. We started building group pages in May of 2019. One of our great users said to us, hey, did you see what Google just came out with? We said, what? Thank goodness, we got lucky. I'm going to be frank with you here. We got lucky that Google changed the game. While it was when HTML5 came out, it's like the same thing. Google came out with mobile first indexing, and they basically said this. This is very important because if you're wondering why your SEO sucks, it's right here. Starting on July 1st, 2019, mobile first indexing is enabled by default for all new websites to the web, previously unknown to Google search. For older existing sites, we'll continue to monitor, et cetera, but then they're going to be moving you. They gave you a little bit of time. Then they went on to give you the standards of how a website should be designed. Basically, what they're telling you is how your site looks for mobile is how it's going to be indexed in the search engines. So if you're designing for desktop, you're scared. And if you're not designing for mobile, Google will know it. Google will know it. Then they basically gave you all of these different things here. They gave us a guideline on how to build group pages. So let me put my money to my mouth here and show you exactly what that means. So we're going to go look at this page. It looks familiar. Now we're going to go to my wife's site. Now, folks, this site exists on the internet right now. It's called fitnessfoodfun.com. This is what my wife enjoys. She loves fitness. She loves food. She loves to have fun. So we got her that domain name for her to do Zumba and sell some of her merchandise that she does with GrooveCart. So let's see. Let's load that up. Okay. Does this look familiar? This is her site. It's very, very familiar. All she did is she clicked on the background right here. She went into background and she typed choose image. She probably typed in something like dance. She hit return and she probably got people dancing, and then she just uploaded those images and changed the background, right? Now, then she simply took this. What do we have here? Peter is this is all the junk that I put in there. Peter's a successful blah, blah, blah. So she followed the template. Michelle is a successful. So much so that I keep beating her up because she doesn't even finish her website. This is a paragraph. I'm like, babe, I use this as a demo. She's like happy that she's got a picture of Beto and that she's got all this stuff. And I tell her, get up there and finish the copy or I'm going to delete those blocks. Now look at this. When I click on the About Us page, watch, I'm going to move my microphone down a little bit so you can actually hear this click. Watch how fast this page loads when I hit click. 3, 2, the page loads extremely, extremely fast, almost like it's cached on the computer. Okay, and the reason why that is, of course, once it loads the images, is because when you look at the About Us page, you can't do this with other page builders. You can type .html. What that means is this page exists out on the internet. With WordPress and other landing page and marketing funnel builders, your page doesn't exist. It calls to the database. That's why you're like, oh, why are my pages down? Well, because ClickFunnels is down. When they're down, your pages are down. What we do is we actually publish your page. This page, if I look at the source, this is the source code. It's hosted at the best service Google can buy. We host your servers with Google. We also then put them on Cloudflare, which gives you free SSL certificates. Google has said, if you don't have SSL on all of your sites, they're going to stop ranking you in the search engines. And on top of that, your page exists. If Groovefunnels happens to go down, it doesn't matter. Your site is actually there. It loads this stuff in seconds. Our pages literally load in seconds. and pages from ClickFunnels load in about half a second. I said literally loads in a second, in milliseconds. In milliseconds, our pages load. And ClickFunnels loads in half a second, 3/4 of a second, sometimes 1.5 seconds. The longer your page loads, the worse Google's going to have you in their search engines because they don't like slow load times, so they penalize you. Facebook's going to make you pay more money. Google AdWords is going to make you pay more money because you have higher bounce rates. Their intelligence says, oh, people are bouncing off these pages because they load slow, and then you pay more for your ads. Okay, so let's look at what this means. Okay, so I'm going to do the next thing that I want you to put for one of your own websites. You can go to our support desk. If anybody can rank better than my wife's site here, with a current website that they built with any other landing page builder out there, if you can get anything 97 or better, we'll send you a $100 Amazon gift card. So
hey, Mike, just move your Mike.
Yes.
Just move your mic back up. Move your mic back up.
There you go. I left it by the microphone. Thank you so much, everybody. So I want you to Google later, but just so you know, Google PageSpeed. So this is Google, where developers.google.com, et cetera, et cetera. So if you want to find out how is Google ranking your site on performance, you search Google PageSpeed, and they put this in. So now here's what we're going to do. We're going to type this in again over here, and we're going to compare two different things. Okay, we're going to open up over here, and we're going to type in http://clickfunnels.com. Now, this is going to break the internet. The hamsters are starting to cry and scream when we hit analyze. It's going to take almost a minute to analyze this page. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to take this site here, fitnessfoodfun.com, and there's going to be a little marketing lesson here. I'm going to show you two scores, Michelle's good score and bad score, and what that means for Groovefunnels and what we're going to do. So we're going to load up Michelle's, and we're going to see how ClickFunnels is doing. They're at 85%. They're crawling. The hamsters are really screaming. They're saying, we've never had to deal with something so difficult before. Ours is already done. Okay. So my wife, she scores a 76 on mobile. See, now Google is giving us mobile and desktop. Now let's look at, before they did mobile first indexing, where was my wife? Look at that, a 98. I'm telling you folks, I guarantee, put your WordPress site in, put any page that you've built with lead pages, ClickFunnels, WordPress, theme files, anything, you'd be hard pressed to be over 75. Hard pressed. Okay. So why is Google giving my wife nearly 100? And on mobile, they're giving her a 76. Well, it's very simple. They're telling her right here, you didn't use next generation images. Well, I'm proud to announce that on September 1st, we are going to protect you from yourself and protect my wife from herself when she takes her 16 megapixel pictures from her phone, and then she uploads these photos that are so large, and Google's saying, no, on a mobile device, you don't need 16 megapixel. Optimize your images, not with PNGs, not with JPEGs. There's a new thing now called an SVG. It's the next generation images. So we are going to take your images that you upload, and we're going to convert them to SVG for mobile, but leave them alone for desktop. So your site does great on desktop, but let's face it, on a mobile device, when they're looking at a screen this big, they don't necessarily need to have the images be 16 megapixels, right? Make sense? So have my wife, and I leave this here on purpose, had she used next generation images, we'd get her up to a 98. But I do this because I want to demonstrate mobile first indexing. Google is going to index you based on the way you optimize your page for mobile. And Groovefunnels is going to take this headache even out of the game for you. So now that we know we're at a 98, let's take a look at ClickFunnels. Ooh, okay. I'm not being fair to ClickFunnels. I'm on the mobile, right? Let's be fair and compare apples to apples, even though that's an atrocious score. I mean, this page goes on forever telling them what they could do better. Let's click on the desktop, and an error has occurred. It's never happened to me before. Let's do that one more time. I told you they broke Google. I'm joking. I'm teasing on them a little bit. Why am I doing that? Because if you're building your pages on ClickFunnels, Google is telling you that, hey, we're going to have to start going from Fahrenheit to Celsius to start ranking these pages. They're so low. Like, you're below freezing at this point. 11. And I've got to wait here while the hamsters are crawling, and I've got to, create additional time. here. So while this is loading up here, I'm going to show you some other cool things that we can do here. We have things in the elements like carousels here, where you could drag in, like tab sections. This is really cool. Like the things in here I didn't show you before, like when you have, that was in the prototypes, right? I think that was what page was that? Free report? I forget what page I did the prototype, but I wanted to show what page? Oh, page 8. Here it is. When you go into all of these different things here, it's so simple. You want to put somebody's picture there. Again, you hit configure. You choose an image. You find somebody, in your library, like this person here. I'm not even sure. We're probably putting some testimonials up like that. And it's very simple. Everything here to design is so simple. All right. But I wanted to show you something here while that's breaking the internet over there, something that we call carousels. All right, so we can drag in a carousel here, and a carousel is like what you see where we're going to loop this, we're going to autoplay it every 3 seconds, okay, and we're going to do just for here 3 slides, and let's just load up 3 images that are already in the library so we don't have to go searching for them. And you've seen this before. These are your hero sliding images. You can't do that. I mean, folks, it is so easy what I'm about to show you here. Let's do this lady here. I'm going to hit select, and I'm going to hit update. And just like that, we have a carousel that, if we click the preview button, these things are going to slide. You got the little dots up here, the arrows, and you can have a slider. And all these things you can resize, you can pull the images and all that different type of stuff. So let's go back and see if we didn't break the internet this time. Okay, so it's 9, and please desktop. Okay, 27. Okay, so pages built, ClickFunnels homepage, their own .com. Basically, Google is telling them, this is horrible. You are not following our guidelines. They are not even using like standard frameworks. If you're building your business on this, you're going to fall into the trap that they're going to tell you at ClickFunnels. We don't believe in SEO in our company. We don't believe in SEO. We believe in funnels and paid advertising and affiliates. And we're going to trust me when I tell you, when you can build pages like this, and you have all of the SEO companies that are making the switch over to us, people like John O. Armstrong, Mark Ling, Mike Long, all these SEO agencies basically get on a call. If you're seeing my face, they get on a call like this. I've been using WordPress for 11 years. There's nothing you're going to show me that's going to, but by the end of the call, they're like, oh my God, can you get on a call with my developers? I've never seen a page. We can't get over 85. I don't know how your pages are doing this. It's because we build lightweight pages that Google loves. So folks, that is Group Pages. There's so much more. We have all the videos to show you how that works. On top of that, we have Groovesell. I don't have the time here to show you today. Groovesell, it's a friggin' gorgeous platform that lets you set up your products. It does all your sales, set up your affiliate payments, and lets you pay your affiliates. All that different type of stuff. This is our daily revenue here for today. We normally do between $50,000 and $100,000 per day. You manage your affiliates, your customers, your lead, all those different things. You click on this little G, and that takes you back to Groove Mail, Groove Video, Groove Member, which are all live this month. Groove Video is already live, Groove Member this week, Groove Mail next week. And then all of these products, as I showed you, they're all being worked on. So I'm going to log out of here, and I'm going to log in the way that you'll see this if you haven't upgraded. Okay. Oh, I just logged back into my same account again. That's not going to help. Let's log in. Oh, David, a lot of people are asking, can you import funnels? We've got one better. You can import any page off the internet. I believe I have a demo of that I can show you. That's coming out on Friday as well, this week, day after tomorrow. So let's open up a recent document here that I posted in the Facebook group. So
if you've got any of these,
here,
Mike, if you've got any of these in video that you want to give me, I'll also put in our members area with all of our students as well. Any of these little videos.
Yeah, it's all in Groove Digital Academy. We've got all this stuff. Yeah. So what I'm showing is this is an old legacy page that I had my webinar replay page. Let's zoom in on this so we can see a little bit better. Okay, so that you can see this URL here, right? So that you can see this page actually exists. Content.clickfunnels.com. My subdomain was content/webinar-control-closing-soon. Okay, so what I do in this demo video is I basically say I'm going to take this URL and I copy it. And I show the page, here's what the page is, et cetera, et cetera. And then I go into Groove Pages, and this is going to be free. Next week, you're going to be able to start from scratch or use a template as I showed you, or import a URL. And you will be able to paste the URL, click the import button, and I'm just going to let that play in real time. So in about 5 seconds from here, 4, 3, oh, there you go. Okay. So now you see what happened is it imported the entire page. Now, certain things like pop-ups are not going to import. Things like countdown timers aren't going to, anything that's JavaScript. So you got to rebuild those elements there. So basically what you're going to see me do here is I just drop in one of our countdown timers and then we delete theirs. And then over here, I basically scroll down and I show you that here's like the text, for instance. You see that everything over here, you can just change the font size, the color, and all those different things. So yes, you have the ability not only to import any funnel, but any page that exists on the internet, any page, from Thief Forest, anything. You see, you talk about funnel hacking, you're going through an upsell and you're like, I like this page. We're going to let you just grab that URL and pull it in. The only thing, and on top of that, we're also going to create a Chrome extension that you can just click something on Chrome and just import it into your site in the background. Having said that, we're going to protect you and protect intellectual property. You have to show us that you own the domain. There's many easy ways to do that by email or putting a snippet of code on the site. And if you can show us that you can own the domain, we let you import the pages as is. If you don't own the domain, well, the beautiful thing is that a layout cannot be copyrighted. Otherwise, you couldn't have magazines. But what can be copyrighted is the underlying HTML. So what we do is we interpret the page, and when we take their terrible pages that score a 9, and then we rebuild it with the clean code of HTML and CSS, and we build pixel perfect pages that Google loves and get you that 98 score. And then we build your pages and we host them on Google services for you if you can prove you own it. If you don't, being that page is copyrighted, here's what's copyrighted: the illustrations, the logo, the images, and the text. So what we do is we import the exact page as it is. We change all of the text to lorem ipsum, and we change the images to placeholder images, and then you could go in and change those images with our royalty-free gallery. We don't want you ripping off other pages. We don't want people ripping off your pages. We are not going to create a software that steals intellectual property. But there's nothing wrong with having a faster way of saying, I like the way that website looks, and I want to make my website look like their website. All right, so that answers that question there for you. And now we are going to log in and show you the last two things that that you need to do here on this call as we're coming up around the 2-hour mark. So you should all have a Groovefunnels account. If you don't, and you were invited by David, check the email, click on the link, create a free account. There's no credit card required. If you were invited by somebody on David's downline, then ask them, hey, give me the link. And they're going to say, dude, I told you to sign up already. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't see it. I was so excited. Okay. And then once that happens, you're going to land on this dashboard. As I told you, free members get Groove Pages, Groove Sell, and Groove Affiliate automatically. You want to get Groove Mail, Groove Member, Groove Video, and the products we're working on: Groove Blog, Groove Webinars for live automated streaming, Groove Desk, Groove Calendar, Groove Survey, Groove Quiz, and Groove Cart. You want to get all of those? Well, what you need to do is wait 2 weeks and pay $2.99 a month like everybody else is going to pay, and they're going to thank us for it. They're going to be like, I can't believe I'm getting 15 products in one with education for what ClickFunnels is $2.99, then I have to buy all these other things in duct tape. So wait 2 weeks and pay $2.99. Or be happy that you got invited today by David or the people that David invited, and understand that today you've got 2 buttons that you want to participate in. One is our affiliate program. And please do not get overly excited and go out and say, ooh, I have my link and here are all my promotion tools. You can get your affiliate links here. You can check your stats. You can see email swipes. We got banners and everything. Here's the problem. If you go and promote this as a free member, it's not a problem. Make sure that you watch this video, because you have to understand we only pay a 20% affiliate commission to free members. Upgraded members, we double your affiliate commission to 40%, and we do one better. We give you 10% on your second tier downline. And as you can see here in this video, right here it says when you get 100 people, who in turn get 100 people, that is the first milestone goal that we want every user to focus on. If you get 100 people in a day, in a week, in a month, in 3 months, in 6 months, in a year, whatever that case may be, if you get 100 people, and you know that I'm also talking to those people, and they all get 100 people, 100 times 100 on your second tier is 10,000 people on your second tier, as opposed to 100 on your first tier. You will make much more money on your second tier. Here's the good news. You're automatically an affiliate when you join Groovefunnels. We use butterfly marketing. We'll get into that into another call one day. But we automatically made you an affiliate. There's nothing to sign up for. All you've got to do is click this little button when you log in. You get into the dashboard. You'll see this button. And you click on Groove Affiliate Program. We've made you an affiliate. And you get all of your links automatically right in here to go. But if you start promoting, we will pay you 20%. If you make a sale, you stay at 20%. We don't say, oh, you've upgraded now, we're going to give you now 40%. You only get paid 40% on new sales after you've upgraded. So what you definitely want to do first, before you go and start promoting, is click on the upgrade button. The upgrade button is going to open up in a new page. Now, this price that I'm telling you is going away. The lifetime access is going away, and we're going to $2.99 a month. You can watch this video. It's a 15-minute video. It explains everything, but I'm going to basically tell you in a nutshell. You get Groovesell, Groove Affiliate, and Groove Pages for free. We're going to a silver, gold, and platinum model. That's going to be $99, $199, and $2.99 a month. Those platforms look like this, like you see here. They don't come with everything. The platinum will come with everything, and that'll be $2.99 a month. Now, for those of you that are here today, before this price goes up, you can get this platform for these 4 options. You can pay just $1,397 and pay up to and save up to 35%. About 1/3 of the members take that option. 1/3 of the members take this option where they say, I'm going to pay nothing today. You click this button, you will pay nothing today, and then you pay just 3 payments of $497 starting in 14 days. So you paid off over 60 days. 3 payments of $497. That simple. You pay nothing today, put your credit card in, you'll get upgraded to the entire suite. We double your commissions to 40%. We also double your, we also give you 10% on tier 2. So what that means is, again, you'll click on this upgrade button, you'll come here, you'll watch this video, it'll explain everything. If I've made enough sense for you here today and you're like, this is a no-brainer, simply click on this button, go to the checkout process, and then you'll see you could get started for nothing today, 3 payments of $497. You can do 12 payments of $188, 6 payments of $288, or just pay in full and get it over with at $13.97, and you will never, ever pay another cent to us for any of these products ever again, even as we continue to develop them. You own it for life. As I showed you before, you will pay $17,000 per year for everybody else. As I showed you before, you're going to pay $1,400 per month for everybody else. You could pay us $13.97 one time, or take one of these payment plans, and the choice is yours. How are you going to pay for it? After that, we've had enough of the backers that have helped us basically fund this project, and now it's time to make the better value that we see for the company for the long term at $2.99 a month, as we start moving ourselves towards a platform to $100 million. People are going to say, I can go with ClickFunnels at $2.99 a month, or they can go with us at $2.99 a month and get our page builder and every other product, and it all works together, all in one dashboard. And then it's very important that you watch this video, because the next thing I want to tell you is that with our affiliate program, we have something called first tag wins. That means if you get the person to sign up for free, once that's done and they signed up, they are hard-coded to you for life. Nobody else can ever take that customer away from you. Hard-coded. That means if they sign up for free today and they have to run out of the house and go pick up their kids from school and they get sidetracked, and it takes them 6 months They get their vaccine and they're at a live event and somebody says, you're not on Groove Pages? And they say, oh, let me, you've convinced me. Let me go find the internet cafe. It doesn't matter if they signed up on their mobile phone and 6 months later, they're on an internet cafe in the hotel business office, or they use somebody else's computer. No cookies are required after that. Nobody could ever take this customer away from you. All you've got to do is go out and tell people that they get a platform that's better than ClickFunnels. And everything I showed you today, by the way, folks, is free. Everything I showed you is free. You're upgrading to get the rest of the suite. They could get a platform better than ClickFunnels for free. They're going to say thank you. And then they're going to meet Mike Filsaime, and I'm going to take my time and show this demo. And you can promise when I do a demo, if the person is serious about building their business, and I've done my job, and they have the money today, they upgrade in droves, to the tune of David Cavanagh making $30,000 commission in his first couple of weeks just promoting this.
Hey, Mike,
Angie Norris.
Mike, you know the funny thing that happened, Mike? I enrolled Simon Colson, and Simon didn't.
Simon.
Yeah, but Simon didn't do anything, and so a lot of my students are in his platform. So he's got about 30 sales thanks to David Cavanagh.
Oh yeah, exactly. And they see. So you guys just need to go out and find your David Cavanagh. Go out.
And he wrote, and Simon wrote back to me, said, "Dave, I love you. Keep on upgrading them." So, but that's all right.
All right, so
that's all right.
That's right. You're making them a lot of money.
Yeah, but as Mike said, folks, even if you came here tonight through someone else and you sign up on my upgrade link, the person who sent you is going to get the commission. So I don't get it anyway. You know? So as I said to Mike, if you want to sign up to Lifetime tonight and you came with me, just go to hotcoaching.com/lifetime. That's my one. But
hotcoaching.com/lifetime.
Yeah, hotcoaching.com/lifetime. But if you were sent here by Roger Borden, Mike Sipsima, someone else, or Stuart Rebel, make sure you go back to them, because it's only fair that you go with the person. And if you go with Stuart, Roger, anyone else, I will still help you with training. And I still want to be one of Mike's coaches and use Groovefunnels for every single one of our on-platform, on-stage webinars. And that's something Mike doesn't even know till now. So my new program...
Fantastic, David. That's great news.
Okay, well, I'll give you something, Mike. I'll challenge you. If you want coaches to help with Groovefunnels, I want to train them. I want to help them with everything. And I will basically train all the people in my group to be able to help all people in your group.
Oh, I appreciate that. Yeah, that's a deal.
Okay, we've got a deal.
That's a deal.
And I will use Groovefunnels for every single one of my programs from now on, like I did with One Shopping Cart with you. How's that?
Fantastic. So, folks, we're at the 2-hour mark. I like to respect your time. At this point in a webinar, this is what I call the recap of the recap of the recap of the recap. And the next thing you know, we're on here for another 90 minutes, and I'm saying pretty much the same things. So here's what I'd like to do. I'd like to let you know that you could go to groovedigitalfb.com, or just go to Facebook and then search Groove Digital Official. You'll find us. You could join that for free. You can ask any questions you want in there that we didn't get to in here. If you're asking, will it do this? Yes, it's going to do that. We're not creating, we're creating a platform that all of these products can stand on their own. And it's just an all-in-one platform that you'll get for life. A couple of people said here, can we do a mix and match? Can I start with the plan for $188 for 2 months and then pay it off later? At any time, if you fall into a little bit of cash and you're like, hey, I want to save some money and pay it off a little bit, I will tell you one thing: you will never pay less than the people that paid it in full at $13.97. But you will not pay the full price of 12 payments of $188. We'll probably make the price $14.97 for you because you wanted to finance it. But absolutely, you can pay it off. Everybody's saying, count me in. I already upgraded. This is a no-brainer. Groove will the ecosystem for 2020 will be the ecosystem for. So let's ask this. So earlier, folks, you said, Mike, I asked, put in a number. How crazy? The bigger the number, the crazier I am. If you think that we're going to be able to topple ClickFunnels, and some of you put in all these numbers. Hey, they're too big. If you think you're going to take on Russell Brunson, if I've given you proof that we are a contender, that the fact that we're free, that we're putting 2,500 new people in a month, that we have 175,000 people in this platform since April 7th, that we're doing $38 million a year. Put a number in there. You put in, I'm in, no problem for sure. Nice job. I can't even keep up with it anymore. I'm in, David. Okay, so Stephen Morton blew out the chat with Nimes, and so did Sandra Robinson. 24 karat gold. Get in now, guys. I got in last week. Best deal ever for internet marketers. This would have just been an offer, folks, had I got on and done a demo. I could have made this a 1 hour call, and I could have gone on and given you a demo. I needed you to know that I was the guy with the Commodore 64 that became an entrepreneur when I sold my first platform. I was in the car business because it was a means to an end. When I found the internet, I said this was my calling. When I sold my last company for millions, it created a depression for me to not have something to build. You could offer me $100 million for this company right now, and I wouldn't sell it because I would have the same problem I had last time: money and nothing to do. I wake up every day with a passion because I love you guys. I love this software. I'm a technology company that wants to help you with your marketing. Trust me when I tell you, we're one of the best marketers in the world. We didn't become the number one webinar platform and the second guy to do $1 million in a day and $150 million in sales. And, as they say, if you don't know, now you know. And people say, how could you be doing this and I don't know about this? I call it the supermassive black hole effect. The supermassive black hole works like this. Here's the supermassive black hole. Okay, and we're going to stop screen share. Supermassive black hole is this big, massive black hole. And they have what's known as the event horizon, right? The event horizon is like the danger zone. But it's kind of like, when you're far away from it, it's like a boat, in the ocean. It's going to take a while for the tide to come in. So right now, a lot of the people right now that don't know about Groove, and this is where it comes in for you, you have an opportunity, ground floor, to let people know, because we're the supermassive black hole. They're right here right now. They're not being affected. They're slowly being brought around in a little bit of a loop. Yeah. They're just in orbit right now. They haven't hit the event horizon. And then all of a sudden, what's going to happen is they're going to hit that event horizon, and they're going to become a Groove customer same way you did today. Even though we have 175,000 people in 5 months, we're a supermassive black hole. We are sucking up suns at a daily basis. At the same time, there are people that haven't heard about us, but they will. And when they will, they're going to become evangelized. They're going to be using this. So here's your job. When you get in to the platform, click on that button right here that says upgrade. Upgrade yourself to 40%. Click on the Groove Affiliate Program. Get your links, our pre-made swipe. Follow all of the steps that we tell you to do, and go out there. And I promise you, this is something you will sleep good at night about. You know that these folks, even if they don't put a credit card in, they're going to say thank you to you. They're getting a quality product. And when they realize how good the opportunity is, they're going to say thank you. Just like all of you that are saying, I'm in, best deal ever, biggest no-brainer. What you should be doing as well, and I say this as tongue-in-cheek, is thanking the person that got you here before it was $2.99 a month. So they've made a commission. You see how easy it is. You all upgraded. Go out, tell the world. And I'm pretty sure if you have any amount of influence at all, and you actually go out there and start telling people about this, and the fact that David's going to help you with the downline like he did today, it wasn't all about his link, and I'm here to help you on a Wednesday to do a 2-hour webinar to get people to understand how hard we're working on this platform. Well, I can assure you, you get 3 people to do this, and you've paid for this already. Yeah. So upgrade. Get people, you'll pay for it. And then after that, it's all profit. You don't have to pay for it anymore. Let the people that are going to find out about this in a couple of months or a couple of weeks pay $2.99 a month. So David, that's a wrap. When they log in and they log into here and they get their account either through you or the people that invite them, they've got 2 buttons right here: upgrade and then the affiliate program. After that, they could go to, Groove Digital Academy. We've got all the training videos in there to show you how to use the software. It's the easiest thing you've ever seen.
Mike, I'll make it one step better. I'll make it one step better. And I'm now making a commitment to all of you students. I've now made a decision that I'll be using this for all of our training on every weekly call with all of you guys. These people here, Mike, have all paid $4,000 to be on my course, stuff like that. So, okay, here's the go. Put a number. Now, listen to me, folks, before you say anything. Don't bullshit me. Listen to me for a second. if you agree that Groovefunnels is something we should use as a family, as a community, and you want me to start from this Saturday's training, and you want me to write pages myself, write the emails, show you how I actually have made 30 grand, and you're in, and you want to do the same, and you're willing to upgrade now, put the number 1, and I'll do it for you. And I'm serious. No bullshit, no stuffing around. Because there's no use sitting there and going on and on and on, all this bullshit. I know Mike is a mate. You know, I love Mike. I even said that to him Mike even drove me. What was that car you drove me to the airport when we were at Huntington? You had this little white one, remember? You had the office. You had this
it was white?
Car, a sports car. You had this sports car. You drove me to the office. You know, your old office on the...
If it was white... If it was my Nissan GTR?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, Nissan. Yeah. And Andrew Fox and you and I, remember we went out, you took us to a steakhouse in the snow and I fell on my ass because I didn't know.
Yes.
I didn't know leather shoes if you fell over in the snow. And Mike was laughing at me all night thinking I was a dickhead. But apart from that, folks, it's all right. Look at him, he's still laughing.
Yeah, you had the 2 Cuban kids from Miami that they had never seen snow before, and it was like their first time in their life they'd ever seen snow.
How long ago was that? That was 2007, eh?
2007, February 2007 at the 2007 Finger Business.
How long have we known each other? We've known each other bloody 17 years or whatever, you know? Shit.
Yeah.
So listen,
at least
folks,
15 years.
Yeah. So listen, folks. I want to be fair to all of the people. If anyone brought you here, don't sign up through me. Don't do that. Do the right thing. Go back to Stuart or Roger or whoever sent you. If they did, if you sign up through me, as Mike said, log into the platform itself. Log in. And if you've already signed up with Simon Colson, you know what? Go with Simon. I'll still give you a train. I don't care. Simon's got no hair, so don't worry about it. So all you have to do, go in. Simon can give me some lunch or a McDonald's when I go to England one day. All you have to do, go in the platform, go up the top, as Mike said, and click on upgrade. That'll guarantee you're under me. If you're not and anything stuffs up, well, what goes around comes around. I'll just knock Simon off one day. Don't worry about it. Whatever goes around comes around. But here's the thing. Imagine you get someone for free right now. Now, listen to me. If you get someone for free right now, and then David Cavanagh does a big bloody upgrade like I did, and they hear me, and they upgrade, you get the commission. And it's sucked into David again. You know? I love Filsaime. You know, I love losing 30%. It's great. But here's the go. I'll help you guys. I'll help you. Yeah, look at it. Look at all this. You going into my one? Oh, no, I thought you were going into my one. But
no. So I've gone in since since we just got started.
I want to see why. Hey, just check why Simon's not under me as a sub affiliate, please, Mike. Please, that's one thing because he signed up with me. He's still paying for it. Please check that for me, okay? Because at least I can make some money out of him. At least I'll get 10%.
Joe, let's make sure to take care of that.
Yeah. But listen, folks. I really, really, truly. I'm not saying it just because I love Mike as my mate and Michelle as my friend. But here's the go. Roger and I and Bromwell and that, we've been looking for things for years. And Mike, you didn't know this. We were using Weebly for a while, and it's a good little platform to design some stuff.
Yeah.
And you're paying every month per site, per this, per that. You know what? I talked to Roger, who's our support coach today, and as I said to him, Roger, we can make our pages with this. We've got our emailing facility in this. We've got our desk in here, which I pay $144. Well, I pay $144 for Calendly. Then at the moment, truthfully, I'm still with Kartra as well, which Mike co-designed, to send out my emails to you to get you to Mike's new system.
Until Groovemail comes out next week. Exactly. We've been waiting for Groovemail like anybody else.
Can you believe that? I'm actually sending out a Kartra, which Mike designed, to Mike's new one. I hope. And yet, you know what? Kartra, here's the thing. My mail promoting you went to spam today. First time.
Oh,
I wonder if they flagged anything with Groovefunnels as they're putting it straight in the spam box.
They don't like the word groove. Who knows?
Yeah. So, folks, let's have a groovy time, a groovy kind of love, and I'll set up a group called the Groovers and Shakers or something like that. I'll stick all of you guys and girls in, but make sure you upgrade. Because as Mike said, you get 40%. So 2.5 sales and I'll help you get that. 2.5 sales, and you've paid yourself for life. But if you're on 20%, you need 5 bloody sales. So, and you don't get the whole system. So go into your platform now. Just do it now. Don't worry about Mike and I. We can sit. I like his cool light. I haven't got a cool, but I've got a better camera than Mike. So what I want you to do you like my camera, Mike? Seriously, there's a good camera or what?
No, it looks great. I shot with my video yesterday, and just before the call, I had to stick it on there, and I forgot to adjust the aperture or the exposure. So
which camera are you using?
I apologize, everybody.
Which camera are you using?
That's my Canon 80D, and over there on the other side we have a Panasonic Lumix GH5S.
Here.
What are you
Mike? Here, Mike. There you go. Yeah. You want another one? You want an M50 as well? Yeah, there you go. How many do you want?
You're like me. Like me.
But absolutely. Listen, folks, mate, and the G7X. That one's still a cool little camera, Mike. That one, the G7X. This one. That's a cool one too.
Yeah. Here, I'll do the transition. This is the old school Logitech.
Oh my God! And, well, what about mine? Hold on. If I go here, check this out.
That's my computer.
Look at this. If I go here, hold on. Look at this, Mike.
This is my office here. That's my camera that I've been staring at. The lights.
You're using the Elgato.
Yeah. We've got all the different gear. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yes, exactly. I used to have big lights that were heated, so I put together an Elgato kit.
Yeah, but this is coming out of the Mac, and yet, folks, if you look at it, out of the A6400, check the difference when I swap right now. Look at that. I can look into Mike's eyes.
Big difference.
You know? But listen,
was that the Sony?
Yeah, it's the Sony A6400, Mike, with a cam link, the Elgato, the same as you.
Yeah, I've got the camera. Yeah. You're a geek like me.
Let's have a show-off session.
I love it.
It's got the biggest toys. Come on.
No, I love it. I love that you love this stuff. It's awesome.
Mate, awesome. I love you. And Mike, check this out. Mike, 35 mil. There's a 35 mil for the camera as well.
Mm-hmm.
You know? But listen, folks.
That's very nice.
I know Mike has to get going. Mike, I love you. You know that, mate. We always had, and you and I had, the last talk we had was when you had just got married, you'd finished a bad relationship. And as you know, Mike, which you probably saw online, I got out of that relationship, which you told me to do, and I remarried. And I had no money, as you know, and I've now bought a brand new house, 500 grand for cash. Yeah.
I'm glad that you're happy, man. I'm glad that you're happy.
I remember that conversation.
I remember that conversation very well. I do.
Mate,
yeah, I remember the exact thing I told you as well. Yeah.
I think we're both going to cry that day, won't we?
Yeah. Hey, well, look, I was newly remarried. I was very, very happy, and I wanted you to be happy. Everybody, I want to thank you very, very much. We're just starting today. Whether you're a free member or paid member, we don't have a paid support desk. Everybody gets treated. Nobody asks if you paid or upgraded. We are, this is, after we become number one here, we're going to be the first company in our industry to do, 200 million. And then if you can explain to me why Salesforce is doing $4.8 billion, I'll explain to you why we're going to be the first $1 billion company in our industry. So I really thank all of you guys that helped back this project, with the Lifetime to get us to the point where we're fully out of beta and opening it up at $299 a month. And then David, I'm going to bounce out of here with just a little, PSA, a little public service announcement.
What's that?
No, it's true. It's true. So yesterday I was at a funeral for my uncle, my dad's sister. Her husband died of COVID. Lived a long life, but he died too soon at age 92.
Oh, sorry to hear that.
And he got it from his wife, who got it from her nurse. And so here's the thing. We are watching all of these things being highly politicized. Fox News, CNN, MSNBC, we all know they're in the tank for one or the other, and that's okay. And sometimes we listen to them for the echo chamber. And what's happening is we're being told that wearing a mask is, being forced to wear a mask is a violation of your civil liberties. Maybe. Whatever the case is, you don't wear the mask for you. You don't wear the mask because you're being told to or not. I can understand how anybody might feel about that. The bottom line is you wear the mask for my mother, who's 76, for Joe's mother, who's in her 70s, for my dad, who's 82, for Gladys, who's in our support desk, who's 80 years old, and for my uncle who passed away, who probably got it from a nurse that did wear her mask and got it from somebody that didn't wear their mask. So we don't wear it for ourselves. We wear it to protect the elderly. That's it. So we're going to get through this. It's a terrible thing that's happening. You need to be safe out there. They're opening up the country. They're opening up all the countries. They're sending the kids back to school. And the next thing you know, they're throwing college dorm parties. And likely many of these kids are going to be okay because they're young and they can handle it. I'm 53. I don't want to take the chances. Joe's my age. David, you're up there with me as well.
55.
So here's the thing. 55. So when we get out there, just because they're opening up the restaurants and all these different things again, it doesn't mean that this thing is any less different than it was when it wiped out Italy and Manhattan. It's just as dangerous. Be careful. Use your antibacterial soap. And please wear a mask. Thanks, David, for that. I appreciate it. Thanks, everybody. I appreciate it. Have a good day. David, thank you for having me.
No, Mike, ladies and gentlemen, if you like this presentation by Mike tonight, do me a big favor and say, thank you, Mike, in the chat box. Seriously, because as I said, I've loved Mike for years now. We've toured. We've been to so many countries together, on stage together. We've gone and made no money together around the world. We've gone and made heaps of money around the world together. How many times, Mike? How many times have we been to Singapore and that, Mike?
Oh, my goodness. Singapore, World Internet Summit in the UK.
We're the gurus, but we made no money for the whole trip, so we had McDonald's.
It was fun. Singapore, Dubai, Malaysia.
Yeah, Dubai.
Sydney.
Yeah, remember? With an Esto.
Yeah, Sydney, the Gold Coast, New Zealand, Melbourne.
Yeah. China.
All those tours. Yeah. I never did China yet. Never did China.
Tom Hua made every sale. I made none. So you don't worry about it.
Well, Tom was good at it. All the accolades Joe and I are reading in there. Thank you very much, everybody. Sandra, Jim Johnson, John Davies, Raymond Brown. Merci, Mike. Michael Simpson says, my pleasure. And thanks, everybody. I'm going to bounce out. I'm going to let you guys be. You know what to do. And we'll see you guys soon. Take it up in the Groove Digital Facebook group. Make sure to join.
I'll give you a buzz tomorrow or something, Mike. And ladies and gentlemen, big shout out to Joe Jablonski. He's the guy who's 53. He looks like he's 23. And he looks like he's bloody 23. I don't know how Mike and I look compared to him. But Joe is incredible. Anytime you need help, I reach out to Joe. And Joe is the most incredible guy. I even said to Mike, buy him a car. And he's making enough money, he can buy his own bloody car. but I reckon Mike needs to buy Joe a car because he's unreal.
All right.
So Mike, Mike, thank you. Joe, thank you. And ladies and gentlemen, I'll email you.
Thank you, David.
But love to all of you. Peace out. Take care. And love to
Michelle.
Michelle.
XOXO. Bye-bye, everybody.
See you guys.
Will do. Take care. Love you, buddy.
Cheers.
Bye-bye.